Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Rondo back here for another video. So I'm gonna end up recording quite a few videos today and the next couple days in preparation for next week, because I'm gonna be gone for about a week or so. I'm gonna be visiting my online friends. They live in Chicago, some of them. So pretty much I'm gonna be taking a trip. I'm gonna be gone for about a week. So if you guys see me in videos with the same white shirt or maybe a different shirt, just know it's all within the same day. Alright, I'm not dirty. Alright, but on to the main topic of the video. I watched Spider-Man No Way Home, and that movie was one of the best movies I have ever watched, bro. Probably the top tier, if not one of the, probably like, it might almost be the best MCU movie. Okay, it was the shit, bro. I loved it. Obviously, I'm not gonna give any spoilers, not too many at least. I might have a few, but I'll warn you guys before I say anything. But yeah, we're gonna be ranking all the Spider-Man movies, including No Way Home, on a tier list. Here we got Spider-Man movies including No Way Home tier list. So these are all the Spider-Man movies. It also counts in Venom too, which is cool, I guess. So I'm gonna go through all the movies. I'm gonna rank No Way Home as the last movie, because obviously I'm gonna talk about some spoilers in the movie. So we're gonna go from the start, from left to right. Here we got Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Now, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, before I even put it in a rank, was a decent movie. A lot of people didn't like Andrew Garfield. From the way I remember, people didn't like the Amazing Spider-Man movies. It was trashed a lot on the internet, and a lot of people didn't really like it compared to the original trilogy of Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire. But over the past couple of years, I've started seeing people slowly start liking Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man over time, and people started to show different, if not good, appreciation for the movie instead of trashing it. People give it the benefit of the doubt now, like, oh, the writing wasn't the best, but the cinematography and the CGI, blah blah blah, was good. So there's different people. Just I think people have a different opinion about The Amazing Spider-Man now. What I think about the movie is, I'm pretty sure Spider-Man 2 is the one where we have Gwen Stacy die, and that was super emotional, and that was really good movie. Like, that was a good moment in the movie. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, she died. That was sad, but like, it showed really good acting, and it just felt emotional, you know what I mean? So if you get your audience emotionally invested in a movie, I think that's still a decent. Amazing Spider-Man is when we got Andrew Garfield. I don't remember too much about the movie. All I remember that Spider-Man 2, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, had like Electro, I think. The first Amazing Spider-Man, I'm pretty sure, had that dude, the lizard or whatever, be the main antagonist in the movie. Once again, I think Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man, I think it was better than a second one. I don't know. Like, there weren't really much of a point of focus for me, because once again, they weren't the best Spider-Man movies, that's for sure. And plus, it's been a long time since I watched them, so I would definitely have to re-watch them for sure. But from what I remember, these movies are like C-tier movies. So we got Spider-Man 2 right here. Definitely a A-tier movie, man. Spider-Man 2 was really good. I remember with Doc Ock. A couple memorable scenes for sure. I really did like Spider-Man 2. Obviously, it had Tobey Maguire, the original Spider-Man. There's not much else I can really say. There's not too much bad I can really say about the movie whatsoever, except that I mean, the movie still looked good, but obviously, it being an older movie, the CGI and all of that stuff probably isn't as good as the movies that we have today, but it's still pretty good though. Spider-Man 3 was a little weird because we had Venom. We had, I think, quite a couple of different villains, you know what I mean? And we also had that one scene with Maguire where he had his black suit on, and it was Bully Maguire or something. That was a very interesting scene, I'm not gonna lie. That was fucking hilarious, you know what I mean? But I think it was a decent movie. I feel like Spider-Man 3 could have been done so much more better. Oh yeah, and Eddie Brock was the Venom. That's right. I remember Venom bonded with fucking Peter, right? And then later in the movie, Peter was able to get Venom off, and then Eddie Brock got Venom, and I think somehow Peter ruined Eddie Brock's career, so I guess Eddie Brock just wanted revenge, and I think he ended up finding out, Peter was Spider-Man or some shit. Either way, though, it was a solid movie. I definitely give it the B tier. Far From Home was an alright movie. Either I'm giving it a C or a B. Was Far From Home better than Spider-Man, than The Amazing Spider-Mans? Nah, I don't think so. I mean, Far From Home is still a good movie, but it just felt alright. Actually, it was okay. I would say it's definitely better than the first Amazing Spider-Man. I don't know if it's better than the Amazing Spider-Man 2 though. I don't know. Yeah, actually, I think Far From Home was better than the two Amazing Spider-Man movies. I mean, we finally got Spider-Man in the MCU, you know, which is awesome to see. You know, other superheroes around and stuff, because Spider-Man usually does work alone, and you know, Spider-Man tend to have, you know, their own solo movies. Never, it was really the Spider-Verse that it was in, but obviously Tom Holland's Spider-Man was integrated into the MCU. I still think it was a solid movie. It wasn't the best, to be honest. I mean, I still watched it from start to end. You know, I was still interested in the movie, right? But Mysterio as the villain was alright. I mean, but looking back after watching No Way Home, Far From Home and the other movie before that, Homecoming, were decent, good movies, mainly because it leads up to No Way Home, and it leads up to the end of No Way Home, where you can see everything, all the events from the past, just really tie into each other very well, and it makes you rewarding to watch all those movies before. In fact, No Way Home was such a good movie. It made every single Spider-Man movie I watched, even if it wasn't even that good, like the Amazing Spider-Man movies, all the more desirable, all the more rewarding to watch. So looking back, none of these Spider-Man movies are shit. None of them. All these Spider-Man movies are good in their own way. People probably have different opinions. I know there's people out there that probably love the Amazing Spider-Man and would put the Amazing Spider-Man in AS even. But in my personal opinion, they're decent movies. They're good in the C tier. But No Way Home did a good job of tying a lot of these movies up. Especially, you know, Tom Holland's Spider-Man. They did a good job of tying in Homecoming and Far From Home, making them alright, solid movies, you know. Spider-Man's in the MCU, yeah, and to holy shit, this is fucking good. That is better. The reason why I actually like Far From Home more than Homecoming, now that I realize it, is because there was much more emotion in Far From Home, I would say, because Far From Home took place after Tony died. You know, obviously sacrificing himself to save the whole universe. He had the gauntlet, he snapped, blah blah blah. Far From Home was kind of Peter dealing with the fact that he lost his mentor, you know, kind of like a father figure to him, you know, Tony, and he bared, you know, the armor that Tony, you know, made for him. He's just trying to live up to be Spider-Man, you know what I mean? So I think that's what made Far From Home better than Homecoming. So I changed my mind. We got Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. That's an automatic S tier. I had to rewatch that yesterday because I didn't remember, because I think I watched the movie a long time ago, but I didn't remember like everything that went down. Like I remember that obviously there was a collider. I forgot what it's called. I think a particle accelerator collider or some shit. I rewatched it yesterday in like some version of Doc Ock. I think like a girl version or some shit. I don't know. That collider fucking blew up, and it brought the Spider-Verse. So we had like different kinds of Spider-Mans. And in this movie, Miles Morales, you know, I guess universe or whatever, his Earth, his Spider-Man had died, and you could see, you know, the emotion from it. And it's animated, but damn, it's a good ass fucking movie, man. And you can see in this movie, Miles Morales, it's kind of like his origin movie, pretty much, Into the Spider-Verse. It's a beautiful movie. I definitely think Into the Spider-Verse is one of the best. We had different kinds of Spider-Man. Spider-Noir, Peter Porker Spider-Man, you know, the Spider-Ham or whatever the fuck. We had Spider-Gwen, you know, Gwen Stacy as Spider-Man. And we had a different version of Peter Parker from a different universe. But the movie was just fun to watch overall. And it's just, I could rewatch Into the Spider-Verse a lot. Like, it has replay value out the gate. I definitely think it's an S tier, man. It was great. Oh man, the original Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire and Green Goblin. Fucking top tier, bro. Top fucking tier S. There's no discussing it, bro. Like, it's too good, man. Damn, Spider-Man. I almost forgot how good Spider-Man 2 was, bro. Damn, bro. I'll throw that in the Spider. It was good. I just realized this man put Venom, but he didn't put Venom 2. Venom 2 is like a C tier all the way at the bottom. Venom 2 would have to be my least favorite, you know, Spider-Verse or Sonyverse fucking movie. I don't even know why Venom is on this list. I guess maybe because Venom is just so tied to Spider-Man. Regardless, though. Damn, Spider-Man 2 was good as fuck, bro. These are some S tier ass movies, bro. Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, Into the Spider-Verse, No Way Home, right there. The top movie, top fucking movie. Let me move all these movies up, bro. Let me move all these movies up, because it wouldn't feel right if I had it like that. That looks better to me. That looks a lot better. Yeah, nah, man. No Way Home. Spoilers now. Spoilers. No Way Home was a good movie, man. I already watched it 2 times. 2 times. And it was just, at first, it felt like, what the hell was Spider-Man doing? Because, like, obviously, at the start of the movie, he was exposed by Mysterio, you know, in the movie Far From Home. The end clip of him exposing Spider-Man as Peter Parker, right? So now Far From Home, you know, starts off with the problem of how is Spider-Man, you know, how's Peter gonna deal with his secret identity not being secret anymore? So that was a huge, you know, plot point right there. And he tried to solve it, and it went wrong with Doctor Strange trying to do a spell. And Aunt May gave some speech to Peter and to try and save those enemies that came to his universe from a different one. And I shouldn't explain the whole movie, but I mean, there was like a lot of emotional scenes. Spoiler, Aunt May dies. That was a huge turning point. Another huge turning point was the Spider-Man's being found. I guess Ned had Doctor Strange's ring, and he opened up portals, and he brought Andrew Garfield and Tobey onto the scene, and they wanted to help Peter, you know, that version of Peter, you know. And then obviously they create a plan to stop all these villains and to cure them or help them, whatever. And pretty much they do that, right? And the second emotional scene, which is fucking insane, was when they're on the Statue of Liberty and Zendaya, my bad, not Zendaya, fucking MJ, my bad, falls off the Statue of Liberty, and Peter goes, well, obviously that universe is Peter, okay, that Earth's Peter, the No Way Home Peter, okay, he jumps off the building to try and get MJ, but Green Goblin, being the dick that he is, rams his glider to fucking that version of Spider-Man, and Spider-Man goes flying with the Green Goblin, right? Tom Holland's Spider-Man, and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man was the one that jumped off and saved MJ. And the thing about this scene that made it so emotional was it felt like the exact same scene in the Amazing Spider-Man 2, where Andrew Garfield jumps off the clock tower trying to move all them clock tower parts away, and he shoots his web to try and get Gwen, and at the last second his web is able to get Gwen, but not before she was already this close to the ground, like just inches away, where he catches her but not on time. She hits the floor and dies. But the difference between Gwen and MJ is with MJ, he was able to save MJ, and when he got MJ, that man was emotional, man. And I think the whole fucking theater that I was in was emotional. I know I was like, wow, that was an impactful scene, bro. Like, it felt really rewarding to see that, because you could see Andrew was just so emotional, happy, sad, fucking everything, because, you know, he failed, you know, in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 to save Gwen, which is sad, you know what I mean? But the fact that he was able to save MJ, you know, it just made up for what he could do. He did his best, man, and that was an impactful scene. And last but not least, the last scene in No Way Home that just made this movie fucking top tier for sure, is obviously to stop from the multiverse fucking opening and, you know, ripping apart and shit. You know, there was a spell that Doctor Strange did to make everybody forget that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, and he did that, and obviously he had to say goodbye to MJ and Ned. That made it sad. Everybody forgot about him. His aunt's dead. You know what I mean? He has nobody. He has nothing. It's just Peter Parker, Spider-Man. That's all that's left at the end of the movie. He's moving into his, you know, new apartment. It's not a nice new apartment. It's a okay apartment, you know, whatever he can afford. And what makes that impactful is he's making his own suit. Everybody forgot about him. It's just Spider-Man. It's just him. You know what I mean? And he's got to maneuver this new world on his own. Nobody knows him. You know what I mean? Fucking all his loved ones forgot about him, bro. And his closest loved one, Aunt May, was dead. So it really did, you know, hurt to see, you know, obviously him lose everything, you know, because of some stupid ass fucking mistake that he did at the start of the movie with, you know, wanted to do a spell and shit. But this made it really, you know, impactful scene, because obviously there might end up being another 3 movies with Tom Holland as Spider-Man. And if that happens, we're gonna see the next 3 movies of Tom Holland as Spider-Man maneuver, you know, these movies as the original of the 2 Spider-Mans, Tobey Maguire and Andrew, where it's just him, you know what I mean? It's no Tony Stark suit, it's no Avengers, nobody. He doesn't get any help. It's just him on his own, and he has to go live by his quote, live by the quote, bro. With great power comes great responsibility. Jesus, I talked for so long, bro. I didn't even put Venom in the tier. We'll put Venom in, it was a decent movie. There's nothing that really stood out to me about Venom. I thought it was cool that they introduced Venom. Venom sometimes is a villain, but sometimes is a anti-hero. So Venom is kind of cool. If I was to place Venom 2, Venom 2 would be C tier, and the first Venom would be B tier. I don't know why he would include, or this person would include Venom, but not include Venom 2. It would be in C tier if we included Venom 2. Reason is, first Venom was solid. It was interesting to definitely see, but the second Venom was a little weird with the way Carnage kind of came along, and it was a decent movie. Maybe it should have been longer, but it's alright. Nothing stood out to me, so that's... And Venom was joking a lot in the movie, I'm not gonna lie. That man was bored as shit. Anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. A little bit of a long one. I'm gonna do my best not to make it too long. I just enjoy talking about those movies, man. Spider-Man movies I've been watching since a little kid, really. So for anybody out there, tell me what you guys think about the tier list. If my tier list is just not it, then comment down below what you guys think. You know what I mean? Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.